This is the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Ever wish you could re-listen to your favorite interview or segment? Do you enjoy hearing older shows for the first time in years? Then the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less is just what you need. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Hey there, John Solberg here. I am the host for the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. And I'm always happy to tell you that this show is brought to you by Green Mountain Grills. And for more than 17 years, Green Mountain Grills has brought the smoke to the competition scene in backyards all over the planet. Their Venturi-style firebox delivers the cleanest 150-degree smoke in the public game. Their newly redesigned 2025 Prime 2.0 grills blend the proven technology of the past with the technology of the future. You may not know it, but GMG is the original innovator of all things Wi-Fi, and they continue to give the user granular options to control your grills in any environment from anywhere. So head on over to greenmountaingrills.com. Check out these new 2.0 Green Mountain Grills. That's greenmountaingrills.com, and we're going to jump into... this one's deep. Let's just get into it. I'll talk at the end.
Here's what's happening on the show in case you didn't get the newsletter or follow me on Facebook or get any of my tweets. Coming up in about 13 minutes from now, we're going to be joined by 2006 world champion at the Jack Daniel's Barbecue Cook-Off and pitmaster of CancerSucksChicago.com, Scottie Johnson. And Scottie obviously has his feet in trying to help along the cause of and finding a cure for cancer. Obviously, if you don't know Scottie's story, we'll get a little background on that, but hit him very hard personally, and he's really made it a mission to go out there and try and get this cancer thing wiped out. And he had a huge fundraiser over this past weekend that not only helped benefit cancer research, but actually benefited a number of competition barbecue cooks. So we'll get his take on exactly what went down last weekend. And we'll talk about what's good. I mean, Scottie is definitely a guy that pulls no punches, and I'm sure he's got a lot of thoughts, a lot of takes as it relates to the world of barbecue and how it kind of sits today. Joining me now, pitmaster of Cancer Sucks Chicago and friend of the show, it's Scottie Johnson. Sound effects, man. You got to be kidding. Scottie, what's up, buddy?
Nothing, just sitting here chilling, Greg. Having a good evening, having a little beer, having a nice harpoon from Boston right now, and ready to answer some questions on barbecue and whatever else might come up.
Now, I got to be honest, harpoon is one of my favorite beers. You just drinking the straight IPA?
Straight IPA, and I got actually a little chaser of a Gentleman Jack here just to loosen up a little for the show, so...
Right, got to get loose, got to get ready, let it fly, get a little liquid courage in there, Scottie. And Scottie Johnson from CancerSucksChicago.com is joining me. So, Scottie, obviously the thing we want to hit first is the fact that this world-famous cooking class, as it has become to be very well known amongst barbecue circles, took place this past weekend. Now, for the folks that perhaps aren't as familiar with what CancerSucksChicago.com is all about, maybe a brief little backstory on that, and then how that builds into the cooking class that took place this past weekend.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. Actually, a little over 8 years ago, my wife Corliss passed away from cancer. We started a 501c3 foundation, and from there, I cooked barbecue, and then I started competing. And I figured I'd give all my money back that I won from barbecuing back to the foundation, the 501. We started to raise money for cancer research. And, it sort of took off from there. I had a little luck down at the Jack Daniel's, and, we've progressed from there. We've gone out and have competed in 29 states so far, and we have a pretty big following. And we decided, I talked Mike and Beth Wozniak from QWOW last year into doing our first ever fundraiser / barbecue class, and we had it last year, and I think it was 33 people. And this year we did our second annual one, and Mike had a pretty good year last year, and he signed on, got him signed up early, like probably in October, actually before he won the Jack. And they said they'd do it again to help out the foundation, and I had that last weekend with 56 guys there, and we're actually going to be raising over $25,000 from it. So
does
pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, $25,000 just seems like an absurd amount of money to raise over the course of a weekend, especially for such a great cause. When you went into it, I mean, is that something that you knew firsthand that you were going to be raising that kind of a money, or is it still kind of like a big kick in the ass to know that you're able to generate that kind of money to give back to cancer research, which is so important to you?
To be honest with you, Greg, it just blows me away. I mean, not too many things bring me down to my knees, but honestly, when you have that kind of support and people wanting to come out, and, just a few years ago, we were only, raising in a whole year of fundraising $25,000. So, to do that in one weekend, and, some of the people that were there and literally looking out, and it was a full class. I mean, I definitely went over what I was going to be going over, but I hope some people would understand, and everyone did at the class, that this was a fundraiser. And, I invited everyone up. We got a big display mirror, and, if anyone wanted to come up and get a better look, we're all over that. So, and Mike is, he's probably, him and Johnny Trigg, once they get that microphone on him, boy, they like to talk up in front of a crowd. So, he's a good egg for doing that for the foundation, and he and Beth and their son Max came up for that. So,
do you think that Mike and Beth kind of helped increase the popularity and attendance of the class, or no matter who you got, you think it would be just as successful?
Well, I mean, after he was at the class last year, and he goes off and wins Team of the Year and World Champion of the Year, obviously they're going to draw a little more attention after the success he had by attending the class, or I should say for being at the class. But obviously Mike and Beth probably had the biggest and best year in barbecue history right there. So Mike Davis had pretty big year a couple years ago in 2006, I think it was. But I don't know, Mike. I think he had 11 wins last year. Mm-hmm. He was busy telling the class. I wasn't paying attention at that point, so of the class last weekend. So.
All right, I said I'd talk at the end. Hopefully Greg can give me some knowledge in the talk-up of this show. Scottie Johnson was a much more pivotal character in the barbecue world than this show exemplifies, except I missed it. I don't know. I think there's a lot of Scottie Johnson. In my brain, there were high-dollar competitions. There was the Cancer Sucks Chicago. I don't know. I need to go educate myself on Scottie Johnson and do a better job of bringing it to you in these best moments. So, Greg, am I wrong here? Is there more to Scottie Johnson than what I know, or is it all false memories? Help me out, brother.